Hi there. It's really easy for me to answer this question. I can honestly say that my research began many years ago when I was still a child. I was not properly an ordinary kid in the sense that I was always curious about the adult world more than spending a fun playtime with my peers. Listening, reading, observing, also imitating, and finally trying to develop my own opinion about something. It was my favorite hobby. When I didn't play with dolls, sure. During the rest of my life, I realized that it didn't matter how many books I could read or how many lifestyles I could experiment, how valuable the teachings of certain gurus were, or how meaningful the rules of that specific religion were. I always perceived deep down some insatisfaction, also increased by the lack of consistency between the message and the messenger. It's like when you go to the doctor with the aim to improve your health and you find him smoking outside with his colleagues, you know? It's about this kind of strange feelings that something was wrong. In fact, all of these kinds of practices, like praying, reading, meditating, or going somewhere to listen to sage words from someone, have something in common. They start and finish. I mean, they have their specific time, space, or place when and where they happen. And then you simply come back to your life. Like, when you stay at the cinema and the movie was so inspiring and you say, wow, so you feel the prota. So you leave the cinema with this new powerful feeling, but how long are you able to bring it with you and apply it? It happens to me, usually, that when I sit down in my car with my family and everybody starts to speak, everything returns to be exactly the same as before. So, briefly, I always felt like no real change happened to me because the chaos of my daily routine and of my usual bad habits was simply stronger than me. And now you can understand why I immediately choose for the Shaolin Way. Because for the first time, I had the chance to work deeply on myself in a different way to become stronger, stronger in my body and stronger in my mind. Now my body, which I always took for granted before, I only notice it if it hurt me, now is becoming my temple. I'm always into it, and it's always with me. Suddenly, I discovered that I don't need much more things, and I don't need to use all my brain cells in order to achieve the truth hidden somewhere, because it's simply here. Shifushi Enji said in one of this video that there is no knowledge that can be useful until you put it into practice and realize it. And for me now, nothing can be more true than this. I know it because I feel that he said the right thing. So, this was just a little introduction to tell you something about my background and why I approach this method. For now, thanks for watching and please leave your comment below Share freely your opinions and doubts, and feel free to do what is better for you and for everybody else. See you soon. Take care of you and of your darling. Thanks.